Today, we are honored to have the president of the Mean Moms Club with us today. Maureen LeBeau is proud to be a mean mom.
In fact, she wrote a book on it, literally, and she wants you to read it, please. Maureen believes it's every parent's job to be a parent, not a best friend to their children. All right. How'd the Mean Moms book, how'd that come about? Well, what was it? You don't look that mean to me.
Oh, ask my kids.
Okay, all right.
Ask my kids. I was not going to be my mom and say, because I said so.
Right.
So instead, when my kids would ask me why they had to follow a rule they didn't like, my response was always, because it's in the mom's rule book.
Oh.
And only a mom can see the mom's rule book. And so then they would look at me and they'd say, well, you're really a mean mom. And I'd say, I am such a mean mom. I am president of the Mean Moms Club.
So this imaginary rule book is now here. So you say it's our responsibility to raise good kids. We don't need to be popular with our kids, correct?
We should not be popular all the time with our kids if we are a good parent. We absolutely should not.
Yeah, because some parents, they just let the kids do whatever they want, be their best friend, and got to stand up to them. I'm
All right, because you've got a little quiz prepared,
yeah.
right? All right.
Here we go. This is how you know if you're a take charge kind of mom here. Number one, what do you do when the baby's fussing, dinner's still frozen, your head's pounding, and your son needs to be picked up? Okay, you've got three choices here. A, put the frozen meat against your head and pick up your son. B, put the baby in the crib, have a short cry, and then pick up your son. And then C, order pizza and call a friend to pick up the kiddo.
All right. What's the correct answer, mean mom?
Well, the best answer for a mean mom is C.
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 C is the best answer.
Why?
Because the very first rule says, I'm going to be the perfect mom. Yeah, right.
Right.
You are not a perfect mom. I was not a perfect mom. Just ask my kids. They'll tell you. It's not possible to be a perfect mom, and you need to be okay with that. It's a tough job.
Know.
You need to have a support network, and you need to use that support network.
So use other people. Have them step in.
So use other people.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Second question here. What do you say when you're headed to a family event? Maybe you've been in this spot, Kent. And your teen shows up sporting some nice rainbow-colored spiked hair. Your choices are, you laugh, A.
My son's in a rock band. What do you think? Yeah.
Do you say A, love your shirt, let's get going? B, no son of mine's going out like that. Or C, wash your hair and don't embarrass yourself. Or me.
All right, so, mean mom, what's the answer?
The answer is A.
Really?
The answer is A.
So
I did it right. That's basically when my son, comes around, I was like, oh my gosh. I figure I don't want to pick a fight on this one. If he wants to wear, it's fine. It's not hurting him, whatever.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
No wonder I
Absolutely.
still want bright blue hair.
Absolutely. The second rule of the 7 rules is you'll always be my baby no matter how old you are. And it's all about knowing where they're at developmentally.
Okay. Got another question for you here. What do you do when your 4-year-old wants to ride on the handlebars of his big brother's bike? That was me one day. Your choices are A, let him. Your older child will be careful. B, agree so you can get a break. Or C, refuse to let him ride on that bike.
What's great is these are great things for any mom who doesn't know what to say, because these situations happen. What's the correct answer here?
Right. The correct answer here is C.
Oh.
Because the next rule is common sense makes sense. It's our primary job to keep our kids safe and secure, and we do that by setting boundaries. Go back and look at Rule 2 so that you can set up realistic boundaries to be sure that you are keeping them safe and secure.
Yeah, and this is my rule with the kids. If it's going to hurt them, then no, they're not doing it. I don't care what it is. You're not doing it if you're going to get hurt. Yeah,
Okay.
even if I'm a bad
So
dad
keep
or a mean dad. Yeah.
Putting your foot down. Okay, so what do you do here? What do you do when you're shopping, your preteen daughter, she starts crying because you won't buy her those beautiful pair of pants that are just too darn expensive?
Natasha, have you ever done that? Okay, go ahead.
Mom, your choices are never. A, buy them just this once. B, suggest she earns the extra money by doing chores around the house. That sounded like my mom. Or C, refuse to buy the pants under any circumstances.
What's the mean mom answer?
Ah, your mom was a good mean mom. The answer
She
is
was.
B. The answer is B. And that's because there is a rule that says, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. What that talks about, what that talks about is you've set up those boundaries in Rule 3. Well, now you need to enforce those boundaries. And you can enforce them through either punishment or teaching. You need to understand the difference between them so that you can decide which is appropriate at any given time.
Wow. All right. The book, again, is Mean Moms, and it's just basically for parents, just common sense ways to take care of kids and be the parent you're supposed to be.
I think my mom already has a copy somewhere.
Yeah, I think my mom wrote it with you. We'll be right back.